Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And if we would please stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless. Thank you. Can we do roll call, please?
Commissioner Guerrero,
Here.
Commissioner Scamahorn,
Here.
Commissioner Peters, Vice Chair Colwell,
Here.
Chair Villaluna,
Present.
all present.
Thank you. Let's go on to public comments and suggestions. Are there any public comments? Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you. And is everyone's screen, am I doing something wrong? Let's see. Let's see, excuse me. Oh, here we go. I think they helped me in the back. Thank you. Seat 3 needs help. How about you? You're good? I think seat 3 and 2 is not working. It's the City of Cerritos logo. To the rescue. Thank you, Tricia. Okay, I beg your pardon. So we'll go to item 4, the commission reorganization.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the commission. At this time, first of all, I'd like to introduce 2 new members of the commission. We have the new appointments of Rosa Peters, who was appointed by Councilwoman Sophia Say, and we have also new Commissioner Matthew Scatahorn, who was appointed by Mark Polito, Councilman Mark Polito. And this is their first meeting here and the first reorganization of the commission.
And I'm sorry, Kathy, if I may,
I'm old but new. I'm now representing
Oh, I'm
Jennifer
sorry.
Hong.
Yes,
It's okay.
Kelly has been reappointed to the commission by
Jennifer Hong.
Councilmember Jennifer Hong. Thank you. And Michelle and Chair Villaluna remain on the commission as appointees by their respective council people. Thank you. So at this time, this is the annual reorganization of the Fine Arts and Historical Commission. I will open up the reorganization by announcing that there will be a call for nominations for the chair. And at this time, we will accept nominations for the new chair.
I would like to nominate Kelly Caldwell as the new chair for Finance and Historical Commission, and I would like to thank Commissioner CJ Villaluna, for a job well done for this past year.
Thank you. I would like to second that, but I'd also like to welcome back Kelly and welcome to Rosa and Matthew to the committee. But yes, I'd like to second that motion.
Are there any other nominations? Then nominations are closed. All in favor of Commissioner or Vice Chair Caldwell being chair, say aye.
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 Passes unanimously. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
At this time, the new chair will call for nominations for the vice chair.
Thank you, Kathy. So the role of vice chair is now open, and are there nominations?
I'd like to nominate Michelle Guerrero for vice chair, excuse me.
I will second that.
Are there any other nominations? Nominations are now closed. All in support of Commissioner Guerrero as vice chair, say aye.
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 She is vice chair unanimously.
Okay, are we on to the next agenda item? Okay. Okay, so while we're getting the names in the right spots, we'll go on to public comments and suggestions. Reserved for public comment on consent calendar and items not listed on the agenda, but that were within the subject matter of the commission. And I believe we had a written correspondence.
At this time, I would like to state that there was a written communication received from the general public in our offices prior to the deadline of 3 p.m. today. This is a communication regarding stolen artwork in the community. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kathy. If there are no more other public comments or suggestions, then we can close this portion. Okay. Consent calendar. Approval of the minutes. So I'm a little confused.
Well, you can read the statement right under the consent calendar
Oh, I beg your pardon.
on the agenda.
Okay.
Thank you.
Items listed under the consent calendar are considered routine and will be enacted by one motion. Subject to the discretion of the commission, there will be no separate discussion of these items unless a commissioner or citizen so requests, in which event the item may be removed from the consent calendar and considered separately. Okay, I have a question, however. Approval of minutes, this is talking about January 26 minutes. Is that not, yeah, it's the March meeting, right? Okay, so in that case, is there a motion to approve the March 20th, 2025 minutes?
I motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries 5-0.
Okay. Okay, on to new and old business. Status report for current art projects and related matters of the Fine Arts and Historical Commission.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At this time, staff would like to provide an update on several of the projects that the commission has been working on for quite some time now. If we can begin the PowerPoint, I have some slides of the projects that we're speaking about. So the first one, of course, is the tribute to public safety. And this was dedicated on February 26, 2025. As you can see, this is a photo of the original concept, and currently the statues in the plaza, the landscaping has been put in place. What is missing are the two walls that were approved by the city council. The walls, we refer to them as the title wall, and the secondary wall we are referring to that as the statement walls. Next slide, please. This is an overview of what is existing now. As you can see, the statues are in place. There are two additional monuments on the site. One is the memorial monument to pay tribute to those heroes, local heroes that had lost their lives in the service to the community. That triangular pillar that you see has the names of two officers engraved on the pillar that were lost in service in approximately 1973. Next slide, please. This is another overview of the project. And to the right, near the flag, you can see the memorial that is considered the 9/11 memorial that pays tribute to the event that occurred on 9/11, and that has the statement that we will never forget those that perished in that tragedy. Next slide. Here is another overview. And the next couple slides, we can just pan through, and they're similar to what you're seeing here. So next slide. Next slide. Okay, so this slide here is the female deputy that stands before the planter area. This is where the secondary wall will be placed. The walls that will be installed are made of granite, and they will be engraved with the text that was approved by the City Council. The wall here will be approximately 4 feet high by about 8 foot wide. Next slide, please. And this is another overview of the area. This is the area where the primary tidal wall will be, and this will face the street, and this will have, fronting the street will be the main title, Tribute to Public Safety, with the city seal on that. I have a sample of the stone before you. It is leaned against the podium area, and that is the sample of the stone, the granite that will be installed, and the engraving that has been used. The stone has been placed on the truck today, and it will arrive on Tuesday for the installation of the wall. Next slide. This is the original concept of that was reviewed by the City Council, showing the placement of the two walls. And this is the major wall that is fronting the street. That wall is approximately 7 feet high by 16 feet in length. Next slide. This is an overview of the plaza itself. Next slide. And more of the plaza. Next slide. This is a photo of actually the sample that we have. This was received a few weeks ago, and prior to us in receiving the sample, I thought I'd bring that sample to you, so at the end of the meeting you can have a closer look at it. The process for the walls is about a 7-step process of cutting and polishing the stone. This is not a high polished stone, but it is more of the natural stone. It's deeply engraved, and it has the natural colors of the granite coming through in the engraving. Next slide, please. And these are examples of the stone itself that's on its way here. Next slide. And next slide, please. And that is what they looked like probably yesterday before they were packed on the truck that left Vermont this morning. Next slide, please. This is the next project that the commission has been working on. And this is the statue Milking Time by artist Jane D. Decker. This is a tribute of the history of the city of Cerritos. As you know, early in the city's infancy, we were a dairy industry, and the commission had recommended to the council that we have an art piece that reflects our history. The commission reviewed several concepts by different artists, and this was the one that was selected. And the council approved this, and we've been working on this for approximately a year. I anticipate that the artwork will be done in about 6 months from now. At this time, it's anticipated that this will be installed for the 70th anniversary of the city. This is an art piece that has a lot of different figures in it. And what we see here is the primary subject matter, which is the cow. As you can see, the cow has black and white patina, and it will be colored as such. I think that brings something different and something special to the art piece that will make it very memorable. The cow is about 5.5 feet high, about 8.5 feet wide, and about 8.5 feet in depth. The cost of the art piece is approximately $279,000, and it is in the process, and I will present to you some of the progress photos. This is the other side of the cow, where on the first side was a little girl with a small animal next to her, next to the farmer. The second one is the little boy that is sowing oats and feeding the cow. Next slide, please. As you can see, this concept was modified at the request of the City Council. The original concept had the art piece, the cow, with his head down, more in a position where he was eating the oats or the food that was being scattered by the little boy. The council requested that the head of the cow be lifted and give it a friendlier look, and would provide more of an interaction between the community and the art piece. It would make it a more interactive piece. Next slide, please. One of the other things that was requested by the council was some personalization of Dairy Valley. And so on the feed bag, the artist carved a logo of Dairy Valley in the artwork, and this concept is based on some of the historical photos that we had, and this is the style of the lettering and designs that were used in the day. Next slide, please. So these are some of the images of the figures. As you can see, this is the farmer and the little girl. You can see the details in the facial expressions and in the hats and the clothing that they're wearing. It was also requested by the city that the any recreation of clothing or tools and hairstyles that the figures had would be reflective of the 50s time period. Next slide, please. This is another view of the farmer and the little girl in clay. And you can see in this picture that the animal is now a dog. The original concept proposal, the small animal was a cat. The council felt that more reflective of a farm animal would be a dog rather than the cats. So that was changed by the artist at our request. More details of the face. Next slide, please. And this is a detail of the bowl that is being presented to the farmer for requesting. The story is that she's requesting milk for her little dog. Next slide. And the cow again. Next slide. Next slide. Next. So you can see this is a very detailed piece So at this time, the clay is in the completion process. Next slide, please. And next slide. Next. So the clays are in the completion stage, and now we are starting the clay process. With that, you can see the artists starting to, I would say, maybe a dismantling process of each of the figures where they are starting to cut the clays apart to create the mold process. Next slide. Next slide. So with this, next photo, please. Next slide. So this is not a picture necessarily of Buzz Lightyear, but this, as you can see, is the phases of the casting sequence for making an art piece. The very beginning, the first one, starting from the left and moving to the right. The first piece is in the mold making process, and that's what I was showing you through the images of all of the wax, all of the clay models. So that eventually gets cut apart and to make the mold. The second one figure is the wax pouring. The wax is poured into a rubber mold, and the plaster is made from that. And then it becomes cast in wax. And then, as you can see, maybe that would be the figure number 3. Once the artist sculpts the original piece, the wax is chased. This gives the foundry a wax replica of the original sculpture. The wax replica will be used to create a bronze sculpture, and that will be the exact replica of the original. The fourth figure is considered to be the wax chasing, and the sprues are the wax bars that the pouring goes through, and it to ensure the proper flow of the metal to the piece, to make the piece. Then you have a shell. Up to a dozen layers of ceramic are applied to the wax positive, ensuring that the sprues are fortified by an outer ceramic shell that becomes the final mold. The shell is then fired, and the wax will melt away. Then the metal pouring. After the dewaxing, the foundry pours the molten metal into the shell and allows it to cool. The molten metal gets up to 1900 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the pieces are welded together and then put back together into the large piece and finalized in that manner. And then the final piece on the right is the full sculpture with the patina that gives it the special finish and the glow of the art piece. So that is basically what is going to go with this sculpture. We are estimating that this will be done probably in about October of this year, and will be shipped to us, and we will plan for the installation for the 70th anniversary. And that concludes, I believe, the PowerPoint that we have. Some of the other things we've been working on, as you may recall, the commission suggested a arts festival to the city council for their consideration to have an arts festival in the city of Cerritos. At the time, the city council did approve the project and appointed Mayor Pro Tem Linda Johnson to be the ad hoc working committee. We did have one meeting with Councilmember Johnson on this, and at this time, the project was considered, and there was no conclusion made at the time, since it is in the budget process year. The council is considering a number of programs and events, and this is within the framework of that. There's been many projects and events that the city has had for many years now, and so there is going to be an evaluation process of what will be proposed for the community in this next budget year. Another item that I might touch upon does deal with the correspondence that we received from the public about stolen artwork. More specifically, there is an art piece that was recently stolen, part of it, at the corner of 183rd and Carmenita, and it is known as Fiesta. It was made up of two large bronze pieces of ladies in celebration, and one of the ladies was stolen. So at this time, we are considering removing the second piece so it doesn't get stolen, and store it until we can create a plan as to where it should go and how it should be displayed. As far as the art piece goes, at the current time, because it is half of the original concept, it really is not a full art piece, but it could possibly stand on its own. The mold for that art piece has been destroyed because it did meet its limited edition. I believe the limited edition for that art piece was one of 7. And that met its edition years ago. The artist passed away several years ago, so there's no way to recreate another piece like that. So we're studying ways to either bring that back to its original status, in that what could be done is making a mold from the existing art piece, because it was similar. It was like a reflection of that one. But we have not decided what to do with that, or how we would deal with the artists and the owners now, which would probably be heirs to the artist, as to what their permissions would be on making a similar likeness. So with that, I think that will close the status of the projects we have right now before the commission and the council. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have on the projects, or comments you may have on existing artwork that we have.
What has been done for the finding out of the other piece of Fiesta that was stolen? Were there any cameras that can lead us to what the details of the event?
The, are you asking about cameras for the stolen art piece?
Yes, uh-huh.
That art piece was put in place several years ago when that development was in place. It's a senior housing project, and that art piece was placed by the city, and there were no cameras. And so, although that art piece was dedicated for that site, we had the homeowners association monitor that. And unfortunately, the way things are going now, it fell victim to that, as well as the copper wiring associated with that project. And I believe the landscape irrigation system was also violated. So it was quite a catch for whoever stole it. So the fear was that they would come back at another time and take the other piece. So we decided it was probably best to protect it now.
How would we protect the existing piece?
The what?
The one that remains? How,
The plan now is just to store it. We are going to possibly this week take it off the site and store it in the corporate yard and protect it, wrap it and protect it until we have a site and a plan for it.
Any other questions from anyone? I had just a small question on the milking time. What time of year is the 70th anniversary? Is that
That would be April.
springtime then?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So another year, potentially. Okay.
And I think it will be part of a bigger celebration.
Okay, good.
Have we decided where we're going to place that milking cow statue? Or that's still under discussion?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Have we decided where we're going to place the milking cow statue?
That has not been
Milking time?
totally decided yet. That is still under consideration, but we do believe it will be at Civic Center.
Okay.
Okay. If there are no other questions, then I'm sorry. Go ahead, CJ.
I beg your pardon. I'd like to suggest maybe I think the proper process would be to bring it to council. I'd like to suggest that the milking cow be put like we originally spoke about it before by the City of Cerritos sign closer to the intersection of Bloomfield and 183rd. With respect, with respect to the council, if we could bring it, I think that's the proper process to ask if they would consider that.
Is there concurrence of the commission to request that?
I would second that request, and we could, I know, I understand the concerns, but we could do things with the landscaping to reduce some of the issues that they had been discussing. But I think near the monument sign, because it's such a representational of the city, it just seems to make sense to me.
I do agree with Commissioner Caldwell and Commissioner Villaluna that I think it would be best if we can put it right next to the sign of Cerritos because of the historical meaning of the milking time and that we were a dairy farm once upon a time. And it's very visible to everybody that's passing by through either the Bloomfield or the street across from the high school.
I think I would like to bring it back to the commission, and we will go through the process that we did with the Arts Festival and request that the city council allow the commission to have a study as to where the art piece should be placed. I think that would be the proper way to make your statement.
Okay.
So I will bring it back to the commission in July.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Go.
Excuse me. Back to the fiesta. If we remove, when we remove the existing part of it and store it, does something go in place of that? Will HOA want something in place of that?
At this point, there is no plan to replace it. I think because it was stolen, it would probably happen again. So until we kind of get the situation under control, that of course these are beyond our control. This is not something that's just happening in our city. That a lot of art pieces in surrounding communities have also been stolen, as well as just metals in general, a lot of copper wiring, and that has occurred on city property at our parks, and also in some of the buildings here. So it's not an isolated incident, and in discussing this with our public safety officer, it's being suggested that we just kind of wait a while and see how things come out within the next couple years, because it doesn't appear that it's going to be stopped, in the near future. We've had several art pieces stolen already, and we've worked with the sheriff's department in trying to find them, and also with our insurance company in trying to have them replaced. So that's about the best we can do for now. So we don't have a plan. The only thing we have discussed is once we take it out, we're going to have to re-landscape the site to make it, bring it back up to a nice condition.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Going on to item number 8, reports. So for the first 8A, we have reports from commission staff liaison. During this part of the meeting, designated staff will have opportunity to report on various city matters and/or respond verbally to questions or comments from the prior meeting, including any request by members to provide a brief supplemental report or brief follow-up response to items from the prior meeting agenda.
I would suggest at this time, during the commission's comments, that we provide an opportunity for the new commissioners to make any statements they would like to make and introduce themselves.
Excellent idea. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, can we start with Rosa?
Hello, everyone. My name is Rosa Peters, and I've been living in Cerritos for quite a while. I would say at least 20 years. I have 3 children. They're both, one graduated from Cerritos High School, and 2 are currently attending Cerritos High School as well. And I want to say thank you to everyone for being so kind and helping me and guiding me. I'm still learning, and I just appreciate everyone here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, Matt.
Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Scamahorn. I'm really excited to be here. I'm a lifelong Cerritos resident, went to Leal Elementary, Tetzlaff Middle School, and graduated Cerritos High School in 2018. And, I just graduated UC Irvine Law School, and I'm excited to serve my community. And I want to echo Rosa's comments on just, how kind everyone has been on the commission and city staff. And it's made me feel welcome and very comfortable. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome, Matthew.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Staff has no further comments tonight.
Okay. Then we'll go on to item 8B, reports from Fine Art and Historical Commission members. During this part of the meeting, members may provide brief reports to the community on various matters of interest, including any mandated reports required by AB 1234. Pursuant to the provisions of the Ralph M. Brown Act and the City of Cerritos Commission and Committee Scope of Authority Policy, there may be no discussion or action taken on any matters presented during this item or that are not listed on the meeting agenda. So does anyone have any other comments, or you've been to events, or all right. So we'll close that part, and if there is nothing else, we can adjourn the meeting. All right. Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned.